Good morning, friends. Today we are going to start new chapter, Kings, Farmers and Towns. This is a very interesting chapter, as you know, that we have read your previous chapter, the industrial civilization. In which chapter we read about the various topics. As you know, and I already taught you about the industrial civilization. That was the first urban culture, and here we are going to read about the history. That history, not only 100 years, 200 years, this history is, in this chapter, this history which we read, the 1200 years. During that time, even this time is very little bit in one chapter. It is very difficult to explain, but in history, there is no meaning of 1200 years. In this chapter, we have seen the changes, the various changes, specific changes in the various scenarios, like political changes, like cultural changes, like economical changes, like the every each forms, the development, economic change also. During that time, 6th century BC, half millennium BC, that was a very crucial era. The extreme practices which was done by the Aryans, their amount is very high. The world system became very difficult. The common people, I mean to say that the group of the majority of the people who live their life very commonly, they involve themselves in agriculture. And this time is 6th century BC is important because in this era we have seen the era of the word Janpad. Before derive the word Janpad, here I want to clarify you that the first urbanization, that was industrial civilization, and later we have seen, later we have read the Vedic and Vedic era. That was the ruler. Again I repeat, the first urbanization 3500 BC to 750 BC, and after all we have seen the Vedic and later Vedic era, the 1500 BC to 1000 BC and 1100 BC to 600 BC. 600 BC, in short, I am going to explain that 6th century BC, 6th century BC, the 600 BC, that is the important for the Mahajanpad. This era is called Mahajanpad era. Mahajanpada, the word comes from Janpad. Janpad, this word clearly explains the person who stable himself in the particular one region. The one region and stability want to say something. It means they started agriculture. The discovery of iron played a very important role to change the whole scenario during 6th century BC. Because iron, with the help of iron, they made the iron plug, they made the iron armor, they made the various equipment of which is made by iron. It was not during Vedic and Vedic era. Even it was not available. Was not available in industrial civilization also, where we have read the bronze, copper, gold, silver, but there was no iron. Iron was very hard metal. It is very easy to till the deep digging of the earth. And as you know, as we very aware of that, with the help of the iron plant, the digging, the tillage of the agriculture, if we properly plow the field, the surplus production will increase.